Hey, welcome back to 2DG.
Two.
We got another beer review.
Yes, we do.
What do we have today?
This one, hopefully for the love of God, is better than the last one. This is the Old Fashioned from Wicked Weed Brewing Company. This is the first one that I've had from Wicked Weed. They are known well for their sours and IPAs. He can tell you a little bit about the sour program.
The sours are good.
Yeah.
No, their sours are really good, but they're not like the real high pucker factor, but they're real good. They're fairly complex, and they have a good program. They have tons of different styles of sour that you can try.
Now, admittedly, he has had this before, which is why he picked up bottles to bring back.
We went to the Funkatorium, incidentally, not that
You should have seen a video.
Brewery proper.
Yeah, you should have watched the video.
Yeah,
if you're
check that out. And then what he was talking about, you can check that out as well. We've already done a new take on the Old Fashioned. That was from Brooklyn.
And it was trash.
And it was garbage.
Yep. So let's go ahead and get this one open and say a little prayer for us. Since this one
go ahead and open it. While you're opening it, describe what a real Old Fashioned is.
A real Old Fashioned is a traditional style cocktail drink. One of the first ones, I believe, really concocted. Generally has either bourbon or whiskey. I think it's bourbon that they prefer. You have a sugar cube or a scoop of sugar, however you want to do it. Sugar cube is more traditional. You also have a maraschino cherry and an orange peel for garnish with bitters. Mix that all together. Muddle. Yes, yeah. Regardless, that's what it is. It's really tasty.
It is good.
So let's.
And it's Don Draper's drink of choice.
If you don't know who Don Draper is, what's wrong with you? You know who Don Draper is?
Let's continue with the video.
All right, let's get to the pour.
Ooh.
Now, like we said, I had this down at the Funkatorium, and I thought it was really good. I hope I'm not mistaken. But it was definitely better than the Brooklyn by far.
That was nice and gave you guys quite a bit.
Well, you can balance out if you want.
Nah, it's okay.
Go ahead and show that label. Hey, and if I look real red in the face, I was at the beach yesterday. Yes, that's right. Indiana has a fantastic beach. Just head up north towards Chesterton in Indiana, and you'll hit the Indiana Dunes State Park on Lake Michigan. Great facilities. Enjoy.
We're not getting paid.
No beer allowed in the state park, but if you go down to the National Lake Shore, I think you're okay.
Second worst rule behind no alcohol sales on Sunday.
No gun at that state park either. I think it's pretty stupid. But anyway.
No marijuana. Anyway.
In the state.
So getting a look at this. Nice, as we were pouring it, you could notice a nice reddish brown hue. It's kind of the same way here. A little murky. So it's basically impossible to see through.
Because it's funk.
Yeah, the head did not stick around whatsoever. I can't even say there was a quarter finger if you got big fingers.
But she does seem to hold up to the glass pretty well. A little bit of
this
stiction.
This one is 10%, so no wonder it's not sticking around. It does say barrel aged, does not say bourbon barrel aged. Anyway, so like we said, the last one that we did, basically we said what? It tasted like cherry Coke with alcohol.
I don't remember, but it was bad.
Yeah,
it was bad.
Let's get an aroma. To me, this smells more like a barley wine. It's got a little bit of barrel characteristics in there, vanilla, a little bit of oak tannin.
Yes.
You do get an orange, kind of like a candied orange type of thing. I'm getting like a cherry Coke kind of smell to it as well. Not nearly as significant as the other one. Definitely some booze in there too.
Oh yeah.
Dry cherries. Yeah, about rounds it up. You got anything you want to add?
No.
Okay.
I think you hit it.
All right, let's taste it, and for the love of God, have this be better.
Let's do it.
It's better. I'll say right up at the front, you get a nice pop of bitterness. Past that, though, it's more like just a sweet, dark fruit, kind of raisin, cherry, plum kind of flavor all the way through. Drops off at the end, not too dry. It is highly carbonated, which kind of shocks me a little bit. At the same time, I am getting a little weird kind of
Yeah.
Synthetic type of flavor.
I'm getting a weird soury, astringent flavor, and I think that's the funk, to be honest, but a little bit of heat too.
It reminds me of a boozy barley wine, honestly. Not too much orange, not too much cherry for me.
I would agree.
I wouldn't go to me over the description of taste here.
You're here, you might as well try.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
I mean, it does taste pretty flavorful.
What do you mean by flavorful?
What flavors?
Well, it does taste kind of sour to me. Not overly sour, but you can definitely tell. It does, like I said, a lot of flavor, but not as much as previous beers that I've had. But definitely more than some I've had. You guys can obviously draw the conclusion there.
I'm going to say that the sourness is actually coming from the oak tannins myself.
Which is actually bitter. But there's almost like a vein of salt, though. I almost get a salty vein on it occasionally. It's weird.
All right, let's go ahead and move into ratings. Okay, so ratings. The Wicked Weed Old Fashioned is categorized as a fruit beer. What a cop-out. 99 style, 97 overall according to them. This is a retarded, style. To put this in, I would say American Strong Ale would be fine, even though that's still a cop-out. Fruit beer, which I don't know if we've given you too many. Dogfish Head does a lot of fruit beers. What are you going to give this one?
Like I said, it does have a lot of taste, but as I was telling them earlier, it does have a lot of taste on the front end, but almost like the aftertaste is almost a disappointment. I wouldn't say it's bad, but after all the flavor you get on the front end, it's almost disappointing what you get on the back end. So I'm gonna give this out of 10.
On the style.
I'm on the style. I'm probably gonna I'll probably give it around 7.5, 8 maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with a 7.5.
All right, for the style fruit beer, whatever. I'm going to give this. I'm going to give it a 9. I think it's crafted well, and I think it is many times factors better than the Brooklyn. I don't feel that this tastes fake and unauthentic, and I think this is a really good attempt on the style of a mixed or a cocktail in beer fashion. I think they nailed it. I think they got the ABV up, which helps promote that idea of the cocktail, and the flavors are there. I'll give it a 9.
Yeah, you were saying about the the comparison between the Brooklyn New Old Fashioned and this one. What a joke. No, this one, fruit beer, I'll give it a 9. I like the overall concept a hell of a lot better than the other one we've had. I will say the flavor, like he said, is a tad more up front than really anywhere else. It kind of really mellows. I won't say it doesn't have as much. I'll say it mellows. Really kind of comes together towards the back. That being said, I probably wouldn't go out of my way to drink this one again. We have one more left, I think, and it won't be hard to drink, but I'm not a fan of this old-fashioned take for beer, and I'd say 9's good with me. Overall.
Overall, just going off of the kind of disappointment off the aftertaste, I have had a lot more flavorful beers that taste a lot more satisfying on the way down. So I guess overall I'd have to rate this one in the mid to high 6s, maybe a 7 on a really, really good note. So let's just go ahead and say 7 and give them the satisfaction.
Overall, I'm going to give this an 8.5. I find it to be an excellent attempt. I do like an old-fashioned. And the only thing I think that would make this even better, really, would be to go ahead and model your own cherry and orange and throw it in there. Muddle. My bad. I'm not a bartender.
Me neither.
Did you ever guess what I do?
Ooh, yeah. Comments down below.
There was a video 1 or 2 back where I mentioned that it's my busy season, and you would understand why I drink then if you knew if you could guess what I did. But anyway, yeah, I'll go. What did I say? 8.5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm satisfied with that.
I too like an old fashioned. I will just keep it as. Okay. I'll keep it.
No, I breathed in when I was drinking.
I will keep mine though as a mixed drink instead. That being said, I'll drop it to an 8. It's not bad. Like I said, I'm going to pass over it probably if we're around it again. But this is the first Wicked Weed we have, so we don't get a lot, unfortunately. I would love to taste some of their sour stuff. But yeah, it's not a bad beer at all.
And we do have some more Wicked Weed to come.
Yep. And hopefully more of this D-bag will be in here too.
D-bag number 3.
May have to find a new set.
Right. Like, comment, subscribe. 2DG.
Guess what I do.
See ya.
See ya.
Like it tastes like it has a lot more in the front end than when you swallow. Like you get a lot of flavor right off the. Shut the up. Like you get a lot of flavor right off the bat, and then.
Don't put sacker.
You said for living.